Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, thanks for joining me, Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, right here on Hutch's Weather. Thank you for all of your support and our day today starting to, well, the rain showers that were very badly needed across the region are on their way out. And for some areas, we picked up some healthy doses of rain. We're going to look at rainfall amounts. We're going to look as well as at our current conditions as this storm exits. But we do have to turn our attention, to a chance of a flying flake or two. It's not a big deal, but we're going to show you where that chance will be the greatest as we go through your forecast. As is always the case, interacting with you is fantastic. And I love having your comments right here, like Brian. Thank you so much as well, Brian, for the stars. Stars, one way to support Hutch's Weather. And from the heart, I truly appreciate each and every one of you who over the months has contributed to helping Hutch's Weather grow. And again, a note from my sponsors at Robert Gibb and Sons. One way you can support Hutch is by supporting my sponsors over there. And they have a new deal to let you know about, and it has to do with rewarding first responders with up to $400. This offer is good until the end of May. If you purchase an HVAC install, receive up to that $400 off the installation of that new system. So call my friends at Robert Gibb and Sons. Would you please keep them in mind for any of your mechanical needs, electrical, plumbing, and heating and air conditioning as well. Nancy, hi, good to have you on, and Brian as well. Let's get right to the digits. How much rain did you get? I've gotten reports in and around the FM area, including Horace, of 8 to 9/10, nearly an inch of much needed rain. Brian says 98/100ths. That's kissing a whole inch in Hallstead. Much appreciated for your report, Brian. And thanks so very much to you, Kathy, for joining on. Here's some measurements taken from my friends at the North Dakota Agricultural Network. And we'll take a look at their measurements right now. They have a grid of instruments across North Dakota, and this is the last 7 days of rainfall. So it includes Monday, Tuesday, and today so far. We'll start out here in eastern parts of North Dakota and the Red River Valley. And look at the beautiful rainfall reported up to the north. That's right, in Kitson County, up in Cavalier and Pembina counties, between 3/4 of an inch and nearly an inch of much needed rain. This was a rain-starved area. It wasn't enough, and it likely will make only a small impact on the drought conditions, but it literally could change everything with regards to getting those seeds, that moisture that they need to get going. So that's what we have going on up there. Roseau County, and nearly a 1/2 of an inch. Thief River Falls in that same boat. Grand Forks here at the 60/100ths, or 6/10 of an inch. And right there on the Polk County border with Grand Forks County, 69/100ths there. Now, once you get down toward that Hallstead and Hillsborough area, we're noticing that this lines up very well with Brian's report, 97/100ths. Again, thanks for your report, Brian. Here in the Cass Clay area, notice this. Clay County, 6/10 of an inch, 88/100ths reported in and around the Fargo area. As we go off to the west and parts of central Cass County, over an inch there. So a lot of us seeing over an inch of rain. Southeast North Dakota, 8/10 out there for you folks in Lisbon, 97/100ths near that Gwinner area. And heading out to the west, a good 1.14 inches out in parts of Dickey or Lamore County, that would be, as we look at Oaks at 1.11. And here's a look out in parts of Minnesota. Would you look at this as we get out towards Douglas County, 1.7 inches, over 2 inches down there to the south of Big Stone County. We're looking out here at the Wadena area of 75/100ths, not far from Sabika. And check it out there in Otter Tail County, good 3/4 of an inch. Monoman County and Norman County picking up some solid rainfall amounts. Again, hi Jane, thanks again for sharing your reports. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on now. Here's a look at that radar. And I got to tell you, the radar is showing quiet conditions as of the last hour or two. Most of the rain showers have exited well off to the east of us. We have a west-northwest wind. The wind speeds are not too substantial, but upwards of 20 to 25 miles per hour up north. 46 degrees for you in Can-Do. It's 46 degrees in Langdon and 50 in Cavalier. Roseau County and Lake of the Woods. How about that northwest angle and the Angle Inlet? 39 degrees way up there. 39. Now that's not far from snowflake material up there. So there is a chance, Hutch is saying, Some of us could see some of those flakes of snow, but that you are holding in those mid to upper 40s, as is Thief River Falls. Detroit Lakes 48. Look at Fargo Moorhead right around 50 to 52 degrees. And it's not real hot for anyone, with Carrington, Jamestown, and Valley City all in the low to mid 50s right now. All right, here is a look at what we have going on with the forecast summary. And then we'll go through some hour-by-hour details, and I will always answer questions that I see flying up in front of me. So drop a question on there as well. Here's a look at that future radar snapshot as we go into the day on your Thursday in the afternoon. A cool northwest flow will blow through the region. Again, where the isobars are close together, the isobars being these black lines, you can just look at the map with me. And we'll teach you meteorology here. Anywhere you see in these lines closer together is where the wind will be strongest. So do you see this at 5 o'clock right here? That's by Rolla, that's by Rock Lake, that's by Candu. Those isobars are very friendly, and that means the pressure difference is a lot. And that means the wind will move faster. So we have fast moving winds through that Rolla, Rock Lake area, heading into the Devil's Lake Basin. Look at that blue stuff. That's a shot of snow. It could be mixed for some of us, but temperatures will be cool enough in the upper atmosphere to make snowflakes, and there could be a fair amount of those mixing their way down to the ground. Will they accumulate? I don't think so. But look at this. West-northwest winds, cool day as we go through, passing clouds as we go through the day. And the lighter winds wind velocities will be out in the western part of North Dakota. I'll get out of the Minnesota way here. So Bemidji, you can see you're going to have a west wind. It won't be as strong as your neighbors up north. I could not rule out, see all these little blue pimples on here? Those are future radar indications that we might see a flying flake. As far south as this, look at this. See these little blue pimples on here? We don't like blue pimples. In Hutch's weather, blue pimples can be, well, if you're done with snow, you know what I mean. You're hearing me singing. All right, let's take a look. Temperatures to start your day in the morning. How about in those low to mid 30s here in the valley? But up north, we'll be in those low 30s as well. The coldest air is where you see the blue. West and northwest winds 10 to 25 miles per hour. So some of the best chances of the morning flakes will be in parts of northern North Dakota, as temperatures will be a little bit milder, and the mildest weather will be out into Lakes country, where we'll have low to mid 30s there. None of us very warm, fairly uniform temperatures for the region. All right, and Brian says it's nice to not talk about river levels this time of the year. I couldn't agree more. Boy, that's something that we got a break from this year, and I certainly appreciate that. Not a lot of snow at all to melt this spring, right? Afternoon temperatures, look at this, cooler than today's 50s. We're talking 40s. There'll be a shot at a 50-degree reading out in places like Benson and Morris, and as we look on down towards, well, maybe even the St. Cloud area, right? But for us, we cannot rule out those passing showers or a flake mixing in, particularly in the far north. It is very odd to see snowfall at over 40 degrees for a surface temperature. So it's not likely in the afternoon, but north of the border and heading into the evening, there'll be an increased chance for a flake mixing in. Look at your winds west, 15 to 33 miles per hour. And look at the cold burp of air making its way in to the oil patch. Glendive, Montana and Scobie, Montana having a chance at seeing temperatures already by 5 o'clock that'll be challenging the freezing mark out there. All right, here's another look at that forecast map. And now let's take a look and a sneak peek at what we have going on for our planning forecast right here as we go through the remainder of the week. Thursday, here it looks like we're going to have that cool day, and it gets even cooler. Look at the morning lows for Friday and Saturday. We're dipsy doodling into the mid-20s out there. And that means if you put any plants out on the patio, you may want to cover those puppies up. Well, not your puppies, but the plants. Okay, 40 degrees with a chance of another shower of snow here or there, passing flurries. Mainly up north. And then we get the nice warming trend. 51 on Saturday. We'll really feel it on Sunday. It'll be about like today. Milder, not a lot of wind, and then the shower chances do return with a little weather wiggle wobbling through the region. But look at your temperatures. Hutch has us returning to the low to mid 60s to near 70 degrees by the middle of next week. So 1 week from today, we're going to be challenging 70 degrees. And that's great news for anyone who wants to get out there. And in fact, the weekend looks great to get out and do whatever you want to do outdoors and in the yard. Okay, we're going to close with a look at your questions, but we're also going to close at a look at what's going on across the region and the nation. So I'll pull up the national radar view. And on this, I'm going to back off from our area. And you can see we have some inclement weather making its way through the Great Lakes area from Thunder Bay and Dryden and through International Falls all the way down and into Cleveland, Ohio, where we have a severe weather outbreak. The latest radar data here showing these storms moving through Mount Vernon on towards Akron and Cleveland. And they have this backward C shape to them here, and that backward C shape means windy thunderstorms. The returns on the radar are not as strong with these, but they're very windy thunderstorms, and we have a number of severe thunderstorm warnings. The farther south you go in a system like this, the better chance we're going to have for a little more energy in the atmosphere. So probably the most highest chance for seeing any tornadic activity will be on the southern flank of these particular storms. These are going to crash out towards Pittsburgh, where there is a tornado watch in effect. Now, Hutch has a video put on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to go ahead and send a link to it for you in the comments here if you haven't seen it already. I'll pop a link up there for you so you get an opportunity to see what is going on with regards to the national weather picture here. So I'll put that in the comments here in a bit, or you can look on my page for the latest on that. Let me see if I can find, here's my link. I'm sorry about that. I had it all saved and then it got lost. So you know how it goes some days, right? Here we go. Let's put this in your word right here as we here we go. Thanks, Paula. Good to have you on board, and I sure appreciate your sharing of stars. And if you do get a chance to check out my YouTube video here, I appreciate the likes on the YouTube video. That sure helps Hutch out a great deal. And well, any comments that you leave in there will help me out as well. Also, a subscription to my YouTube channel would be very helpful, and that way you can get a notification if you click on the little dingleberry there on that channel to see that. So it's left in the comments for you to go check out. I've got an analysis of not only tonight's severe weather as these storms move out towards the East Coast, but another return of some severe weather to the Central Plains very late tonight. So some nocturnal severe weather. And again for tomorrow. I'll have the details on all of that right on my YouTube channel. But until next time, watch for a special announcement. Clearing my throat because I cannot hold back the excitement. A special announcement tonight of a scheduled live event on Hutch's Weather. I have a nice and fun, exciting announcement to make. But I'm giving you a heads up right now. Can't wait to tell you about it. Until then, and until tonight, I'll have an update on our weather as we have our chance of flakes. We'll track those flakes with Hutch's exclusive Flurry Finder 2000 tonight on Hutch's Weather. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Get out there and enjoy some sunshine while these clouds are